Hello Aries, and welcome to your channeled message, where we will identify current energies at work in your life. And we will begin with some oracle cards. Commune with Source. Follow your intuition. I get that maybe a pause is in order. Don't try to rush into any decision making at this time. Seek guidance. And maybe your guidance has been telling you to go a certain direction, but you've been kind of questioning it, maybe having second thoughts. You have the Nine of Hearts. Fulfillment, harmony, protection. And those things may come to you from people that you wouldn't normally expect them to come to you from. So that's why a sense of pause is needed at this time. You may have people who want to come in and help you. It's also a sign that you need to protect your energy. Protect your energy at this time. So don't give everyone all the information about your life, all the details. It's not everyone's business, okay? Some people just want to know, so they'll have information to use against you at a later date. And some people just want to know because they're nosy, you know, that it takes them away from the things that they have to deal with in their life, so they want to focus on other people's stuff, which is kind of sad, but I mean, that's just the truth. I'm really getting a grounding energy, so ground in Mother Nature. You have a tree in this picture, along with these hearts. So I get that people are definitely on your side. You have people around you that want your highest good, and they're gonna come to your aid when you need it the most, and they're gonna have your back. So it's almost like you know who's your real friend when other people talk bad about you behind your back, but they stand up for you. But you wouldn't know who these people are unless they tell you about it, okay? Next, you have longing for home, belonging, the original light workers, okay? Which speaks about keeping your vibration high, not being sucked in by negativity, not being sucked in by drama, not being sucked in by other people trying to instigate issues in your life, trying to get you angry about someone else, trying to get you angry about maybe a loved one, saying, well, you shouldn't accept that, you should do this, you should do that. Follow your guidance, okay? Pause, practice the pause, meditate, get away from any sort of energy that seeks to put things in a state of turmoil, okay? You have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is new beginnings, new ideas, perhaps applying new principles when it comes to problem solving, even going in a new direction. So maybe what you've been doing in the past just hasn't been working for you, and now it's time to seek guidance as far as where to go, who to trust, who is on your team, who is really on your team, okay? Who wants to see you win, okay? Or who wants to be along for the ride just so they can say, yeah, Aries did this and Aries blah, 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 okay? So it's time to differentiate between those people. Next, you have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone who is courageous. This is also about taking a new direction, but this can sometimes be in a hasty way, okay? So maybe this is how you approach things in the past. You were hasty at making decisions, and maybe that was just so you could get it over with, or because you did used to get caught up in the drama. And so people would say things, and you would jump on that train and then cut other people off based on what other people said, and that wasn't really the best course of action. So next you have the Death card. Death is an ending. It could feel like a loss, an adjustment, change, transition. It also signals rebirth and renewal, okay? So maybe you ended a friendship in the past, or a romance in the past, based on what someone else told you, based on information that they told you. They could have said, well, you know, your person was flirting with somebody else and you ended it. Based on doubt, based on fear, based on a sense of vulnerability, because you really liked this person. You were like, well, I might as well just cut it off now, because if they're not, you know, if they're going to treat me this way. But it feels like you made a decision without having all of the information. And this person who you trusted wiggled their way into you and grew this doubt, grew this fear, which honestly is not what a friend does. They're there to support you, okay? They're there to encourage you to get all the information, okay? Next you have the Magician, okay? The Magician is about skills, potential, mastery, power, creativity. So that's putting you in a position where you get all the tools you need, you get all the pieces of the puzzle together, and then you make the decision based on what you know, based on what you can discover. And it's also being resourceful, okay? Balance your energy. Balance who you let affect your emotions. And honestly, it's okay to accept information as like, okay, yeah, we'll see. I'll do my research. Always do your research, because you just don't know who has your best interest at heart. Next we have Starseed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Okay, could be that someone just didn't want you to be happy. Maybe that they had ulterior motives. They weren't happy, and they felt like they would lose your friendship if you were in a relationship, and they missed their wingman, wing girl. They missed their buddy. They didn't want to lose you, so they messed your relationship up, which is sad. It says that they just don't have your best interest at heart, okay? And that's what that loss could be about. Cutting off that tie for a moment and saying, look, that's not fair. That's not how you treat people who you love. That's not how you treat friends. The next is Strength, okay? The Strength card is about control, confidence, courage, compassion, okay? It's also about balance. So if you did come across a friend, and even if it was, say, 2 girls or 2 guys, okay? Honestly, sexes don't matter. What if you had the same romantic interest? And that romantic interest wanted you. And they said, well, they tried to talk to me, and it was a complete lie, but they just didn't want you to be with them. And so you didn't talk to them. So it's all about knowing who's in your court, who's not in your court, and the best way you can go about that is by communicating. Communicate with this person, okay? Because you could be cutting off a really good opportunity at love. Okay, and friends who do that to each other are not really friends. That's manipulative, okay? So commune with Source. Commune with your own intuition, okay? Your guides. Because you deserve fulfillment and harmony. So protect your energy at this time, okay? That's what I have for you, Aries. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time.